Alright, here we are in a cherry biome world. I really need to find some food because food in this biome is not that easy to come by unless you find a bunch of sheep. But right down there, I do see a mine shaft, which is really beneficial, and I also do see my arch nemesis, which is skeletons. Alright, there we go, a stone pickaxe finally, and I can also make myself a sword and an axe. I do see some sheep over here. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to kill you because I need your food and I also need your wool for a bed. While I cook up my meat down there, I want to talk to you a little bit about the plans that I have for this world. And in my past hardcore worlds, a lot of what I've been doing has centered around like one building. But I'm thinking in this world, we're gonna make multiple buildings for each specific thing. So a building for enchanting, a building for storage, a building for maybe smelting, and sort of make a little cherry looking town. There we go. There's the last sheep that I need, and I can actually make a bed now. And I might as well make the bed pink to match the world. I've been wandering for a bit, and it is almost nighttime. And I'm not sure if villages spawn in these cherry biomes or not. I think they do, but they might be pretty rare. I think we'll have to do a little bit more research to really see if they spawn here because it is not really looking like it right now. I've been running and hopefully like I'll find one, but I think I'm going to make a pit stop right here and go to sleep so I don't have to deal with a bunch of mobs. And now we'll just continue on our way and see if I can find a perfect area to build my base as well as maybe a village if there is any. Looks like I found one of those little nether portal thingies, so I'm going to go check this out and see what that has to offer. Alright, we got horse armor, fortune 1, golden hoe, golden apple, aqua affinity golden helmet. Yeah, I can't grab the gold. I don't have an iron pickaxe yet, so I filled in all this and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna grab the gold, and I actually can't. So I'm just gonna continue on my way. Alright, it is becoming night here. I've pretty much traveled the entire day, but I think I found the area for where I want to build my base. And that is pretty much right over there. Now, the reason why I want to build it here is because I wanted some area that has like a bunch of water in it, but there's also land surrounding the entirety of it. There is also a good amount of animals over here, which is going to be very, very beneficial because especially sheep is probably going to be my main food source. Maybe pigs if I kill a zombie and get a carrot. But as you can see, there is water all around here, which will just make my ideas so much better. Which I'm thinking of making like a lakefront town. And each building is going to have something important in it, and there's going to be roads connecting it all. But I think the place I'm going to set up shop is right on that hill over there. Build a nice little house that looks all the way over this lake. Alright, it is now day 3, and as you can see, I cleared out a lot, and I have a ton of wood now. And I also did make a composter and put a bunch of these, what are they called? Pink petals into the composter, just to get a bunch of bone meals, so that'll help me for the farm down there. And then I'm going to put the sheep in a pen, because these guys are going to be my main food source. But I want to start building my house. Now, I don't want anything too fancy. I want to go for something that is functional, but also fits the theme. So, definitely going to be using a lot of these cherry planks and cherry logs. And I don't want to make it too big either, because I do have a small area up here, and it doesn't really need to be that big because, you know, I'm going to make a bunch of buildings for each specific thing, like one for enchants, one for storage. So this house is just supposed to be sort of a temporary building, something that will allow me to just store things for the meantime. Alright, so I started a little bit on my house, and I thought I was recording it all, but it turns out I forgot to press record, which does suck, but you can see what I've been trying to create here. So it's going to be a 2-story house, and there's going to be a little bit over here, which is just going to be like a balcony or maybe just a storage room that's going to be on this side. I think I might add like a little balcony thing over here, or at least somewhere to like look out over the water. I think I might add a little bit of storage along like the wall here. Like maybe some barrels up here would look pretty good. Here is the house mostly finished. I still need to put in the glass, but I thought I would give a tour anyways. So pretty much you walk in here, there's this little space where I'm going to put a bunch of furnaces. I do have a bunch of barrels over here. They look out of the way so that they don't like kind of ruin the aesthetic if you know, are outside. And then up here, I'm going to put my bed and maybe some more decorations over here. And then there's going to be 2 big windows. And that's pretty much it for this house here. I also did kill like one of those banner pillager things because they just would not leave me alone. And now I have bad omen for like over an hour, which kind of sucks. But I don't think there's villages in this world. I thought villages spawned in the cherry biomes here, but apparently not. I've been traveling for a very long time and have not spotted one singular village. So in terms of actually getting like villager traits, I might have to heal like villager zombies if I find them. But I think for now, the next thing I want to do is actually go mining and at least get like maybe a couple diamonds, a diamond pickaxe, and full iron armor. I was just about to head back to the surface because I'm down to 1 piece of cooked pork, but I was rounding this corner and there it is. My first ever diamonds. Let's see if there's more than 1. I think it's just going to be 1. Oh, nope, we got 2 diamonds. Okay, 2 diamonds. It's more than I was expecting. Oh, 3 diamonds. There we go. 3 diamonds my pickaxe broke. Enough to make a diamond pickaxe. That is amazing. So, yeah, I'm going to grab the last little bit of ores in this cave and then head back up because I need to get myself some more food. But at least I am leaving with enough diamonds to make a diamond pickaxe. Here we are, our first diamond pickaxe. Now, I need to go find some obsidian. I'm pretty sure there's like a lava pool somewhere around here which I can get a bunch of obsidian from. But I do have 51 bone meal, so I'm actually going to use that on my farms here and just get a whole ton of wheat so that I have enough to breed some of the sheep so I can get some more food, because as you can see, I have 0 food in my inventory. Alright, I got 29 wheat, and now I just need to go find myself some sheep. But it is turning nighttime, so I think I'm going to go sleep first and make it day 10, and then grab all the sheep I can find and put it in this pen and then breed them. Alright, all the sheep is now in the pen, so I'm going to breed all of them and get a bunch of babies. But I think the next thing I want to do is actually make a full-on wheat farm. And I need to find an area that will suitably fit a wheat farm with a pretty good portion. So I think right over there would actually be a great place to put the farms, because you can see them from here. And it will fit the theme of having everything around this water area here. So I'm going to go clear out an area over there and then start on the wheat farm. I want to spend this time to remind you to subscribe, as less than 1% of you who watch my videos are actually subscribed. And while you are subscribing, please leave a like and a comment with suggestions to help me improve my videos in the future. Alright, the area is cleared out for the wheat farm. It's going to be pretty big, but it is turning nighttime, so I'm going to go sleep real quick, and then I'll get started on filling this entire area in with some seeds. There we go. The wheat farm is now complete, although it's not completely filled in, but that'll happen in time when I'm like bone mealing a bunch of the wheat and then... But I think what I want to do is actually add like a little hut here that will store a bunch of the wheat. Because like I said earlier on, I do want this entire area to sort of feel like it's a town. Like everything is connected and everything has its own separate building. So I definitely want to put something like maybe over here, because I think it could act as like a little farming house and maybe like a fishing dock over here. You can like fish for things, or maybe like I'll put the building over here because it's closer to that bigger lake on this side. And then maybe I can keep this area open for maybe carrots or potatoes if I kill a zombie and end up getting one. But I think now I'm actually going to go to sleep because it is turning night, and then make it day 12. I can't believe we're already on day 12. It feels like it's going by super quickly. But I think I'm going to take down this little mini wheat farm here and then start focusing on a dock design. It's going to be made out of a lot of cherry wood because, you know, everything around here is cherry wood. So it's basically going to go up to maybe about here, and there's going to be like barrels on it, and there's going to be fences that like go along the side, make sure you don't fall off into the water. And it's not going to be very big. It's going to go to maybe about here. It's supposed to wrap around this hill, like just in front of my house here, just to make my house feel a little bit more defined. So I'm going to go grab all the resources I need to build it. Alright, so I think I have everything that I need. A bunch of cobblestone, a bunch of cherry logs, cherry planks. Also got some wool. I might use wool, I'm not 100% sure, but I thought I would grab it anyways. So now I'm going to start on actually building the dock. Okay, here's what I have so far. Now, I did run out of cobblestone, but I think you can see the idea for what I'm going for here. So, it's basically going to go all the way around to probably about here, and then it's going to stop. And then it's going to be all, like, planks and stuff going all the way this way, and then the same thing's going to happen on this side. And then I might do something with the underneath portion here. Like, I might turn this into something, or I might just leave it and light it up with a bunch of torches so that I don't hear the moans and groans of zombies spawning down here. But yeah, I'm going to go collect some more resources and then finish this thing off. Alright, so this area is almost done. As you can see, there's like a big wall that goes into the water, and there's going to be like fences and stuff along here, but filling this entire thing in with slabs is just taking forever because I have to chop down so many trees, but it is all starting to come together. I do have this little hill thing over here. I'm going to turn it into something. I might add like little cubbies and have like little tunnels go through here, but I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with that. I probably will fill it up with dirt to level it with the level of the doors on my house, like something like right here. And then do the same with this side and maybe have the wall kind of extend all the way around. And I do have this hole here, which is my mine, so I think I'll probably build something that's like mine related right here. But overall, I'm really happy with the progress so far. This is just going to take me a very long time, especially with iron tools. I did change my plans a little bit. So originally I was saying I want to make little cubbies here. Yeah, scrap that idea. It's just going to be another wall, kind of the same as this one over here, and this is where I'm going to put a bunch of stuff. So it's going to be like a little market thing over here in this corner. And it's going to have like a bunch of overhanging things and maybe some barrels and, you know, some places where you would like sell things, like a farmer's market. And then there's going to be a pathway going down from my base all the way to the farm. And I'm still not sure exactly what I want to do for the path, but I do want it to sort of contrast the pink. I want it to be something that is more defining, because having a whole pathway be like pink, for example, would just make everything blend in a little bit too much. So I want to make sure that whatever pathway I do make is a little bit different than what I'm using here for this like dock balcony thing. So I'm going to go collect some more resources to build this, build a basic outline, and then I'll be right back. And hopefully everything will actually look okay. Alright, so I started on the wall a little bit. I did run out of cobblestone, but as you can see, you can understand the idea for what I'm going for, right? So there's going to be basically the exact same thing I did over here. I did clear out the area up top. I think I'm going to add some more of these pink slabs up there just to add a little bit more detail. And then over here is the area where I'm going to be adding a whole ton of market areas and And over here, I have an idea for this space. Up here, I built one of these things. It just basically is a composter that's kind of automatic. You put things in the top here, it'll compost it and make it into bone meal. And since there's a ton of these petals everywhere, and every time I build, I have stacks of these in my inventory, I'm thinking I set up a couple of these machines over here, and this whole area will be connected with a path that I haven't designed yet. But I'm going to go grab some more cobblestone and then finish the walls. This area is now complete. I might add a couple trees here because it does look a little bit barren, but for now, I think I'm okay for where this is at. I did just realize I added some, like, stripped wood as the top, so I might do that over there, but I do like the way that this, like, looks, how it just kind of goes straight up. But I do think it's time to finally detail at least this area, add the fences to the sides, add some of the barrels and things around. I had all the fences across. As you can see, I had to make a little bit different of a design for the corners here because fence gates, they don't loop around corners, so unfortunately I couldn't add fence gates over here, and the same on the other side over there, but the rest of it is fence gates, so if I needed to just jump in the water, I can go straight through. I also did the same thing for the top right there, so we have the nice pink, we also have this like darker pink. I really do like how I have the darker pink and the light pink as well as the cobblestone. I think it really makes the walls stand out on either side. If I look over here, it really makes it stand out. And I think for the path, I'm going to use coarse dirt, but I need to get a bunch of gravel to make that, so I'm gonna have to go grab a ton of it, and then the coarse dirt can continue down here all the way to the farm and all the way to where I'm going to build like the fishing hut. But I think I'm going to work on a lot of the path off camera. For now, I need to go find myself some obsidian, because I need to get started on going to the Nether and getting an enchantment table. I am back from the caving session. Now, I did record like 10 minutes of stuff, but it all black screened because OBS just decides not to work sometimes. But I did get 11 diamonds, a bunch of coal, some name tags, all the stuff you saw me get, especially this infinity book here. I did make a nether portal, but when I went back through the nether portal, it popped me out all the way over there. It actually was really close to my spawners, which is kind of interesting. I guess if like I go through the nether, I can quickly get to where my spawners would be. So, I mean, it kind of sucks, but I'm not fully complaining. But I think now what I'm going to do is actually focus on building the path from my farm to here, and then focus on building a little fishing hut that's supposed to be right over there behind that tree. Here is the pathway I have created. So as you can see, I decided to go with some coarse dirt and use a lot of tuff as well. I really like the way tuff looks inside of coarse dirt because it makes it look like there's sort of pebbles everywhere, and I think I'm going to add some stone buttons as well later on to make it like so there's even smaller pebbles. I also did add a few pieces of gravel in there to sort of have another tone that's not just the really dark of the tuff and like the sort of lighter brown that the coarse dirt is. I still haven't finished this area over here and going all the way past it to where I'm going to build the fishing hut, but I do like this pathway. I think it really does fit the theme, and there's going to be some lights on either side. And I'm thinking of maybe using like some daylight sensors and stuff to like have lights come on at night. It is now day 26 and I wanted to start adding some details to my dock here because it looks very, very barren right now. I want to add some stands, some carpet, and some different colors to make it so it's not like a piercing pink. I have a few designs in mind. A lot of it uses barrels and different carpets and maybe some like campfires or so. I'm not 100%, but I'm going to kind of build this as I go along. Alright, so here's what I have for my dock here. So you can see that I decided to add a whole bunch of barrels. The reason why I wanted to add barrels is because they're just a different color than the cherry wood. Cherry wood is nice, but it's really annoying when the entire world is made out of it because you can't really add any blocks to have a different feel. So like everything's just gonna be pink. I did add some structures, like a little hut here. I added some like barrels connected to the wall. I added another little hut here. A lot of these are basically useless. They're just there for decoration, but the barrels around can be used to store stuff. So I also added some deep slate slabs on top of the barrels to, again, add a little bit more color. Now, I was going to go and try to get enchants next, but I realized something. Since the entire world is a cherry biome, essentially, cows don't spawn in the world. And that is a problem, especially when you're trying to make a full enchantment table. Now, I can kill a bunch of rabbits that are around and make leather to make an actual enchantment table, because I only really need one book for that. But then, I ran into another problem. Sugarcane. There is no sugarcane in cherry biomes, so I'm back to square one again. And I think the only way for me to get enchants would be to find the end fortress and then loot the library. This is going to be a little bit challenging because usually when I go to the Nether and stuff, I like to have full diamond and some enchants and stuff because the Nether is kind of a dangerous place. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult to actually kill a bunch of blazes and stuff with just an iron sword and get enough blaze rods to actually get to the end. I need basically 14 Eyes of Ender. I proceeded to enter the Nether and search for the fortress. I did end up going one direction and found the biome where Endermen spawn. I then headed to the other direction and the Nether fortress was basically right next to my portal. I then went and got enough blaze powder to make 14 Eyes of Ender and then headed back home. I am back home from the Nether trip, and as you can see, I got 14 blaze powder, I got a bunch of quartz, and a bunch of glowstone dust. I think 14 blaze powder should be good enough to make enough Eyes of Ender. I did kill another Enderman, so I can make 2 Eyes of Ender. I just need 12 more, and pretty much finding the end portal and filling it should be complete. But I think for now, I'm going to go to sleep, and then I'm going to focus on building that fishing hut. Before I get started on actually building the hut, I do need to clear a bunch of trees, and I also need to clear out this ground a little bit to make it flat so that I have a nice, good working area. Alright, so I have all the resources I need. I got almost 2 stacks of cherry logs, some cherry planks here, some fences, trap doors, some cobblestone, and some building blocks. So without further ado, let's get to building. And here is the finished product. Now, I haven't done the interior yet, so I'm going to add a bunch of, like, barrels and stuff and fishing things and all that in here. But overall, I really do like the look of this. If I go over here, you can see that there's this little, like, balcony type of thing. You go out front, you can, like, fish over the fences. And it overall fits the theme of my house as well. So overall, it's like a mixture of between that and that. So I really do like this. I also added some coarse dirt in here to sort of make it very similar to the pathway that I'm going to be extending all the way this way. I also added some carpet out front because I thought it just looked cool and made it look better if I added some carpet. I also like the deep slate floor because I was looking for a block that I wanted to use for the floor. I didn't want to use the same cherry wood as the ceiling, but I think the deep slate actually really goes well with this. The next thing I want to do is add some lamps to this pathway. I really want to figure out the design before I make the entire path because I need to figure out exactly where these lamps are going to go and how exactly they're going to look because I can form my path sort of around them. But pretty much it's going to be like a lamp, say, right here. It's going to go up, and then it's going to be set to nighttime so that it only turns on when it's in the night. And I think it would give a little bit more of an aesthetic choice, because, you know, if you go outside, right, the lamps, they don't actually turn on until it's, like, nighttime. So this is what I have for now. This really isn't the finished product. I could maybe add some, like, trap doors to the daylight sensor and maybe hide it, because I want the daylight sensor to not be showing as much. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to tinker around with this. Alright, here's what I have for the lamp. I changed things around a little bit. I made it a bit shorter, and I added some trap doors on the sides, but there's going to be a lot more of these. I decided, instead of putting one on either side here, I decided to sort of get rid of the fence post here and kind of put like one lamp here, one lamp here, one lamp there, one lamp there, kind of like alternating between the sides. I'm still not final on this design, but I think for now it's gonna have to do. But I think the main thing I need to do right now is go back to the Nether and get myself some ender pearls, because I really need to go and get that level 30 enchantment table. Alright, I am back from the Nether. I got my 14 eyes of ender, so I'm ready to find the fortress. Not take on the Ender Dragon just yet. I also have 35 levels now. That's kind of crazy. I didn't realize I was at 35 levels. I got myself torches, wood, a bunch of blocks, a golden apple just in case, a bunch of food, and my ender eyes. So, let's throw one and see where it takes me. And we're going back this way. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I have reached the fortress, and the first room that I dig into, because this end fortress is actually in a cave, and there's a bunch of skeletons and creepers chasing me, so I had to quickly dig down, and wow, it's a library. That's actually what I need. So yeah, I'm gonna go and take a whole ton of these books. I'm gonna basically just stack my inventory with them, because this is what I need to make my enchantment table. I'm not really sure exactly how many books I'm gonna take, but I might as well just get 2 stacks of books. Oh, and I found the spawner room. Wow, this first room that I checked. And I only have 8 eyes of ender left, and obviously it is not enough. And the reason why there is 8 is because I threw like 4 of them, and you know they have a chance to break? Yeah, I threw 4, and each time they broke. Oh, we got another chest over here. Okay. Iron chest plate and some iron pickaxes. Not the best stuff. I'm hoping to find, like, some actual loot. Got another chest. Okay, we got a golden apple. That's not bad. Oh, I found another library here. We got an efficiency 4 and fire protection 3 book. Another chest here. We got an ender pearl, more smithing. Alright, I think I've been through the entirety of this place. So, yeah, I got the books that I needed. I got an efficiency 4 enchanted book. Same with fire protection 3. Some extra iron armor. Some armor trims. Now I just have to get out of here without dying. I just gotta run away. Just run. Here we are. Home sweet home. And I can now go to sleep and not get pelted by a bunch of skeletons. It's been a whole other day since that last clip, and I got a little bit carried away. So I want to build a windmill. And the thing about this windmill is right in the bottom here is where my enchantment table is going to go. So there's going to be bookshelves all the way around. Enchantment table is going to be right here. And the reason I'm putting an enchantment table in a windmill is because when I first got to this spot in the world, I saw this area over here and I was like, this would be a perfect place for a windmill. And since I need to put a level 30 enchantment table somewhere, I thought in here would be the perfect space. Now, as for the windmill design, it's going to go up to be very small. So it starts off big, and then it gets a little bit smaller, and then it's be one more layer. It's going to be very small up there. The rest of the windmill won't really have a function. I might add like some ladders in here to get up there, but to be honest, I don't really need it. But pretty much I'm just going to get started and finish this windmill off. Here is the finished windmill. I think it actually looks pretty good. I decided to use some of the crimson fences, and the reason is because I thought it just needed to look a little bit different than everything else. Like, I could have used cherry fences in there, but I really do like the crimson. I think it gives it a little bit of a different look. I'm still not sure about this roof portion here. I might redo this because I want it to be a little bit bigger because it does look like it's way too small for this. So I might end up redoing that. Now it is time for me to add the enchantment table into this room, and I also need to add some of the glass up there and remove that dirt. Here is the finished enchantment room. I decided to add some trapdoors here, just to kind of cover the glowstone, which I wanted to use for lights, and I think it actually looks pretty good, being the warped wood. It really goes well with the pink. I also added a little space for chests up here. I'm gonna add one more chest for, like, enchantment books or lapis or anything like that. But now, I think it is time to actually enchant a pickaxe here. What do we get? Unbreaking 3. Okay, let's see. And it's just Unbreaking 3. Okay, that's kind of depressing. We do have this other pickaxe here. I know it's almost broken, but I can combine it with this pickaxe, so let's do this again. And we just get Unbreaking 3 twice in a row. That's not great. Then I'm gonna unenchant this because there is efficiency 4, so might as well go for that. Alright, I think I'm gonna disenchant this pickaxe here. And we're gonna try this again with efficiency 4. Let's see what we get. Okay. Efficiency 4, Fortune 2. I wish it was Fortune 3, but I'll take it. Yeah, I'm gonna disenchant this pickaxe because I'm breaking 3. I don't really need that. I just need Fortune 3. But I do not have enough levels anymore, so I'm gonna have to get some more levels. Alright, I'm back, and I think I'm actually going to disenchant this pickaxe again because this is guaranteed to give me Fortune 3, and I definitely want Fortune 3 on a better pickaxe than this one. Here we go. There we go. E4. Fortune 3, that's good. And this next enchant is Unbreaking 3, but again, I do need to get some more levels. Alright, here we go. Unbreaking 3. Okay, now I'm just going to combine it with this and have Fortune 3, Efficiency 4, and Unbreaking 3. I think since we have this pickaxe, I should actually go mining again, because I still need to get enough diamonds to make full diamond armor. I am back from mining, and wow, did I find a lot of stuff. Look at how many diamonds I have. A stack and 2 diamonds. I think I'm good for diamonds for the rest of this 100 days. I also got a ton of redstone because I do have to make a lot more of those lamps outside. And I also did find another zombie spawner that is very close to my house. Closer than the other zombie spawner that's over there. So I'm going to turn the one that's down there, somewhere on this side, into an XP grinder. But I also want to hear this music disc. I've never heard this music disc before. So since I have a lot of diamonds, I'm going to make a jukebox. We'll put the jukebox right next to my beds here. And now let's hear this. I mean, it's pretty good. Here is the zombie spawner that's close to my base. I did make a giant ladder thing going all the way up to the surface. So I think now it's time to actually clear this thing out and start making the zombie spawner. Alright, the zombie spawner is now done. It is working as intended. The baby zombies can't get out. I just keep smacking them here, and then eventually they all die and just give me all the XP. I am back at home base, and I have 30 levels, so I think I'm going to enchant a sword. Actually, never mind, because that's knockback 2. What does this give me? Silk Touch. Okay, a Silk Touch axe could be good, but I'd actually rather put that on a pickaxe. So I'm going to go make a pickaxe and make a Silk Touch pickaxe. Alright, here we go. Silk Touch pickaxe. E4 Silk Touch. Okay, that's pretty good. Although I would prefer having Unbreaking on it, I'll take it. For the axe, we have Efficiency 4, but I think I'm actually going to save that for my shovel here. Sword is Fire Aspect 2. I don't really care about Fire Aspect. I went to the Nether and got 33 levels, so this should be enough to enchant my shovel and my sword. So first things first, we're going for Efficiency 4, and unfortunately I don't get Unbreaking 3 with that. What do we have for the sword? Knockback 2. Are you kidding me? Alright, here we go. Efficiency 4, and it's just Efficiency 4. I don't know what it is with enchantments nowadays, but like, I swear in the early days of Minecraft, every single time you got Efficiency, it would always give you Unbreaking. And this is still Knockback 2. Oh my god. Alright, I reset the enchantments by making a Sharpness 1 Iron Sword, so let's see what we got here. Smite 4.
What?
Okay, I guess I'm just going to wait to enchant my sword. As day 51 comes to a close here, I did clear out this area for the mine. Now, I'm thinking of having a thing where there's pillars that go on either side, and then there's kind of like stairs that will go up, and then again on the other side, and then up once more to the very top, and kind of do that on all four sides, and then maybe detail the walls with something else, like some different textures and just dirt and stone. And then maybe do the floor with a bunch of chests or barrels or maybe like a crane thing right in the middle. But first things first, I have to go sleep to make sure I don't get attacked by a bunch of mobs, especially creepers, in the middle of the night. So here is the mine shaft I decided to build. I was going to record this in kind of like a time-lapse thing, but I forgot to press record. Happens to the best of us, I guess. But pretty much as you can see, there's just a bunch of stairs going up, and then it goes up again, then it goes up again, all the way to the surface here. The only thing I haven't built is a roof, because I have no idea what to do for a roof on a mine shaft. Like, what would you put here? And I know it looks like there's no way down, and yes, there is no way down, but I did create a little trapdoor over here with some ladders that goes all the way down, just because I couldn't think of an idea to add like a ladder or some way down to the bottom of this without ruining the design. So I'm gonna detail it all the way down there. I'm gonna add like maybe a pit of water, maybe like some barrels and other things like that. But for now, I really want to get started on this roof because this just kind of looks a little bit barren compared to everything else. Alright, here's the design for what I have for the roof here. I wanted to use these deep slate tiles because I was looking on Google for some ideas. A lot of the people were using these deep slate tiles, and I thought, you know what? It actually looks pretty good next to the cherry wood, so I'm just gonna use a whole ton of these tiles. Alright, here's what I have so far. I do like the way that this looks shape-wise. I decided to just kind of make it long because I was having trouble figuring out a way to kind of make it go up into a point, so I just settled for how this looks. But I do want to change the texture of this a little bit. I don't like how it's just the deep slate tiles. I do have some copper blocks, and I'm thinking maybe putting a little bit of copper up here, and then it's gonna like oxidize and turn green, and I'm not sure exactly how the green and the black would work, but it might be good. Maybe I can add some just regular deep slate like stairs and blocks, and that might actually make it look even better. So I'm gonna go sleep and then try that out and see how it looks. Alright, here is the finished product. So as you can see, I added some copper stairs, I also added some deep slate bricks, and I put some cherry leaves on it to kind of make it look a little bit overgrown. I did put a sapling back here to kind of make it look like when this tree grows, that the tree has kind of like invaded this area here and has left the leaves. But overall, I'm satisfied with where this is at. I think I'm going to add some chains and some lanterns underneath here just to give it some light. But I like how it's just that little bit different from both of the buildings, the house here and the windmill, because it really just helps it stand out, or the area stand out. I was looking at this area over here next to the windmill, and I decided to add a little pond. I think it actually looks pretty cute. It's just like this little beehive in the background. You got the lamps everywhere. You got like some barrels for storage. And that got me thinking, I still have to make a ton of these lamps. I gotta extend my road, so I'm going to finish doing the little details. There we go. All the lampposts are now put in place, and I still am not final on the design like I said before, but I think for now, I'm gonna keep it like this. It is actually day 58, which I didn't realize it was that close to day 60, but I'm just going to go and harvest some of this wheat here and actually end up, and then I'm gonna go to sleep, and then I'm gonna get started on detailing the bottom of the mine. So here's what I have for the bottom of the mine here. So what I added was a bit of those like molten lava block things. I forget what these are called. I added some tuff and some deep slate down there to make it look like the bottom is sort of like volcanic. And it also does add a little bit of light. I didn't want to do anything too fancy for the bottom because I'm really not going to be down there. It's just for looks. But the next thing I want to do is move these sheep because they're kind of annoying when I'm working over here, constantly hearing them make a bunch of noise. And I was thinking, over in that space over there, I haven't done anything with it. So I'm thinking I'm going to build a barn over there and put sheep and maybe pigs at some point in the barn, just so that they're over here and not making a ton of noise when I'm all the way over there. And it makes sense to have a barn right next to a farm. I think I'm actually going to extend this a little bit. Instead of making it just a square, maybe extend it this way to kind of reach, like, the path. Maybe I'll have, like, fences going across here, and then the wheat farm will reach all the way over here, just to make it look a little bit better than just a square. But for now, I'm going to focus on building this barn. And there we go. The barn is now finished. It's probably one of the builds that took the longest in this world. But I used a design that I have used before. And honestly, I always just keep going with it because I feel like this design just really works for a barn, especially for the roof here. And I decided to use a lot of cobblestone to kind of keep it in line with everything else. You see, like, that's cobblestone, that's cobblestone. And what's going to happen is, I know it looks pretty small, but it's not supposed to be that big. Is there just going to be, like, fences going along here, and then a bunch of sheep are going to be in here, and then a bunch of pigs are going to be in here. And the reason why it's only 1 block wide is so that I can put a ton of sheep in here, and I can just kind of go along the line and keep shearing them, and won't have to, like, jump in a pen and kind of move around. They'll all just kind of be here, and I can just kind of go against a fence and just pick up all the wool. I might put something here for a pathway. I also might put some fence gates over here. But for now, I think I'm going to leave it just as it is because I'm pretty happy with the result. Now I want to transport the sheep from all the way over there into my barn, but this creeper definitely does not want me to do that. I'm sorry, Mr. Creeper, but you have to go. See you later. Hello, sheep. Follow me this way, please. Thank you. Wonderful. Oh, we're missing 2. Yep, you guys as well. Alright, follow me. I wonder if there's a mod in Minecraft that will make animals follow you at running speeds. So, like, if you were to, like, run and take some sheep with you, like, they would actually follow you while you're sprinting. Because, like, doing this is really annoying, because they walk super slow, and if you walk too far away, they get disinterested. Like that guy. Look, he just lost me. No, why are you going this way? Inside, sheep. Yes, inside. There we go. Come on, guys. Alright, they're in here, so I'm going to create their pen now. Alrighty, guys, follow me in this way. Yep, there you go. Follow me in. One at a time. No, inside. Don't, okay. This isn't working out the way I planned it to. Okay, all but one is in here. You need to come in here. No, buddy. Oh my god, why? Why are they like this? Why? Why are you like this? Really? This way, everybody. Come on. Wonderful, okay. Now I just gotta escape. Okay. All the sheep are in place now. You guys can go breed. But I think now what I'm going to do is go back to my zombie spawner and just keep killing a whole ton of zombies. For 1, to get XP, and for 2, to get a carrot so I can actually get some pigs. Alright, I have gotten the carrot that I need, so I'm going to go ahead and plant this and then bone meal it a bunch of times. I got over a stack of carrots now. That should be good enough to make a farm and grab a whole ton of pigs. Now, like I said before, I'm thinking of expanding the wheat farm to go all the way to the edge here, but I was thinking, where am I going to add the carrot? And I'm thinking, actually on this side here. I can have a bunch of fences going all the way around here, and I could add the carrots kind of up here, going up the mountain a little bit here, or up the hill rather, and then it'll kind of look like there's like a hill of carrots, there's a bunch of wheat down there. And then maybe if I get potatoes from a zombie or something, I can put, like, potatoes behind the farm on that side, or maybe somewhere over there. I do also have melons and pumpkins that I need to put down. So maybe I can put the melons and pumpkins over there, kind of spread out a little bit. Or maybe on this side. I think this side would actually be a lot better for the melons and pumpkins. But first things first, I'm actually going to go and enchant my sword and maybe some armor because I do have 36 levels. Let's first see what a chest plate gives me. Fire protection 3, okay. Boots, unbreaking 3. Pants, unbreaking 3. And a helmet, respiration 3. I think I'm actually going to go for the pants first on unbreaking 3. Please give me protection. Nope, it's just unbreaking. What do boots give me? Fire protection, chest plate, fire protection, helmet, protection 3. Okay, so what does a sword sword, give me. Smite 4 still, that's great. I think I'm gonna go for the helmet, protection 3. Oh my god, that's actually a really good helmet. Prot 3, unbreaking 3, respiration. For a sword, I have sharpness 3. For boots, protection 3. And for a chest plate, unbreaking 3. I'm gonna go for another unbreaking. I just hope it gives me protection. Please? Yes, it does. Oh my god, protection, finally. Okay, what would I get in the boots? I'm breaking a sword, sharpness 3 again. Okay. Overall, these enchantments aren't that bad. I just wish I got protection on my leggings. Alright, now I'm going to extend the wheat farm, and I'm thinking for extending the wheat farm, I'm going to add in a little bit of dirt on this side here, and maybe get rid of part of this little pond, or maybe keep, like, only this part of it, and kind of have the wheat go around all the way to the edge here. Oh, no. Phantoms, are you kidding me? Did I not sleep? Did I really not sleep? Let me just go to sleep. Okay, I think I've been awake for too long. Yes. Die. Die! Phantoms, the literal worst mob in the game. Like, it's not even close. 1.9 really did bring a lot of terrible things. First, it was the new combat, and then it was the, the Phantoms. Alright, here is what I have. So, as you can see, I did extend the wheat farm a little bit, put some fences around it, and doing the same for the carrots over here. I don't have enough carrots to fill the entire farm yet, but it's pretty close. And then maybe when I get potatoes, I think I'm going to put it, like, right here. I'll go to, like, this edge, and then it'll start maybe here, and it'll go up the hill, just like the carrots are, and maybe, like, end at the same spot the carrots end, like, right here, and it'll be, like, a little potato farm, just to keep it in line with all of these, and then I'll put the melons and pumpkins over there. There we go. The little pumpkin and melon patch is complete. I might change some of the dirt in here to coarse dirt instead of grass, just to give it a better feel, but I pretty much have an equal number of melons and a equal number of pumpkins, so it should look pretty good when they all go in. I did also grow some more carrots and added those in, and just waiting for all the rest of these to grow so I can fill in the last little portion up here. And now I'm going to go back to the mine and actually get a ton more levels because I need to, for one, repair my shovel, and two, I need to get my sword enchanted and my boots enchanted, and hopefully find a potato. Alright, I did get 36 levels, and I also got 2 potatoes and an extra carrot, but now let's go and enchant. I first want to see what I get on the axe. Okay, efficiency 4. I think with the boots we have unbreaking 3, so that's what I'm going to go for first. Please give me protection. Okay, fire protection 3 and depth strider. That's actually pretty good. Okay, I'm not complaining. For the sword, we have unbreaking 3. Please give me sharpness. Please, please, please. And it's just unbreaking 3. What does the axe give me? Unbreaking 3. I don't want that. I'm going to disenchant this sword and see what else I can get. Please give me something. That's smite 5. My sword luck is terrible. Okay, whatever. I'll go for unbreaking 3. Alright, at least I can make an efficiency 5 unbreaking 3 axe. But in the meantime, I'm going to make my little potato farm over here. I was looking through my chests, and I realized I had some beetroots, and I decided to make a little spot for them. It's not very big because I'm never going to use beetroots, but it is now day 69. And I do have to repair my shovel now. It's down to, what, 35 durability. There we go. 4 diamonds and 4 levels should be enough. I also want to combine these two here. This way is definitely better to make an efficiency 5 on breaking 3 a diamond axe. And now I just need to get more levels to hopefully make a better sword. My sword enchantment luck has just been terrible recently. I am also going to make a ton of golden carrots because they are the best food source in the game. And since I have a ton of gold that I'm basically never going to use, golden carrot seems to be the best thing for it. The next thing I want to do is actually detail this area up here, because I did it down there, but I didn't do anything with this yet, and I've gone and, like, done so many other projects you can see, and sort of neglected this, so I'm going to do kind of the same thing I did down there, just again over here. Alright, there we go. I added a whole bunch of barrels, and I added some crafting tables up here, and I also added a lot down there, just because I checked one of my chests, and I had like 9 crafting tables, so I was like, might as well make like a whole area of crafting tables up here, and then add some down there as well. The next thing I'm going to do, though, is go back to the spawner, and make sure to grind a bunch of levels, so I can finally enchant my sword, and hopefully it'll actually be really good. I just need like a sharpness enchantment or a looting. A looting would probably be like the best thing I could possibly get. Okay, one more enchanting session. Let's see What do we get on this diamond sword? Unbreaking 3. Sweeping edge. Okay, alright, it's not amazing. But this is what I want. Looting 3. And unfortunately, it's Bane of Arthropods. But you know what? And it's knockback. Are you kidding me? Why? I was so excited. I really was, and then I get knocked back too. It is probably the worst enchantment. Genuinely, I'd rather have Bane of Arthropods and Smite than have knockback. Because knockback just makes it so whatever you're killing just takes longer to kill because you knock it back so far. Is there any way to, like, remove one enchantment? It'd be great if I could. Let's just combine these swords, shall we? There we go. Oh, 18 levels? I'll blood this way. Oh, yeah, this way, definitely. Okay. Knockback 2, Bane of Arthropods 4, Looting 3, Unbreaking 3, Sweeping Edge 3. Alright, there we go. And now I'm all the way back down to 9 levels, which isn't great, but the question is, what do I get on this sword? It's just Unbreaking 3. I might go for that. Hopefully it's sharpness. Alright, I'm back with 30 more levels. Let's enchant this sword and see what this gives me. Alright, it's almost as good. Almost as good as this sword in terms of looting. Unfortunate. I really want a sword without knockback. Though I will keep this just in case I get another Looting 2 book or something like that. And I can put on this to make Looting 3. But overall, my sword luck still sucks. Like, how hard is it to get a Sharpness 4, Unbreaking 3, Looting 3 sword? Like, it's just so hard, apparently. Now, since it's day 74, and it's actually getting close to day 100, I thought I would go back into the Nether and actually kill Hail. Since it is actually day 74, I thought I would head back to the place where the Endermen spawn to kill a bunch of Endermen to get Ender Pearls, because I need to go to the end and actually beat the game. I also gotta get Blaze Rods, too. I can't forget about that. Alright, I have 14 Eyes of Ender. That should be plenty enough to fill the portal. I got some golden apples, I got my golden carrots with me, a boat just in case, a bunch of blocks. I got my bow here, got my sword, my armor, everything's good to go. The portal is this way, and we're gonna go ahead and beat the Ender Dragon. Alright, here we are, back at the fortress, and there's actually a slime chunk right there. Interesting. Okay, we're just gonna quickly run in here because I don't want to deal with a whole bunch of mobs and stuff, so we're just gonna do that. There we go. Let's go. Did you just see that? I thought the game spawned me in the void. I was gonna have to Pearl Clutch. I just saw my life flash before my eyes. Oh my god. And I almost walked off the edge too. I was right there because I was holding W to like try to Pearl Clutch. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna throw a Pearl. I'm not even gonna build. We don't even need to deal with that. Okay, now it's time to destroy all these pillars. You should almost be dead here. One more hit. There we go. And again, always blowing out my eardrums. I love it. Ooh, and look at that thing. It's actually right above an actual, like, piece of ground. Alright, buddy. We're gonna steal your egg here. There we go. I'll explore the end. Maybe, like, if we do 200 days on this world. But for now, let's go back home. Home sweet home and with the dragon egg. And now I think it's only right to build a dragon egg themed building somewhere around here. And I'm thinking the best thing for a dragon egg, you know, if you were to keep it safe, you would probably put it in a tower. And since I cleared out that area up there because I needed wood for everything else here, that seems like the perfect area to put a giant tower to hold the dragon egg. So this is the outline for what I want this tower to look like. It's going to be the same on all 4 sides. And it's going to go up and sort of be like a Japanese tower. Like, you know those ones that kind of look like pointy bits on the end? That's what I'm going to attempt to build. As you know, I'm not the best builder, so this is probably not going to go very well and not look how I'm envisioning it. But we're going to give it a shot. But I do need to collect some resources, so I'm going to go get a bunch of cherry logs and make the first layer. And if it's successful, I'll tune back in and maybe do like a little time-lapse thing for the rest of it. So you're probably wondering, what is this? Well, it turns out I forgot to press the record button again. So pretty much I was gonna build my like temple thing for the dragon egg, and then it didn't work out, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna switch to this idea that I saw on Google where somebody built like this kind of smokestack looking thing, and there was like a giant monster coming out of it, and that's where they put their dragon egg, and I was like, that's a cool idea. I'm gonna kind of steal that, and I built a sort of smokestack type of thing, And then I put a giant pink monster in it. And I thought, you know what? Pink would make sense because the entire world is pink. So there must be some giant pink monster living in here. And it is looking towards the way of the end portal. So I think it really does fit. The only thing left is do some interior in here. Probably have some of the, like, legs that it has go through here and connect in the middle. Maybe put, like, a giant heart or something. I don't know. And then have, like, the dragon egg be in the middle as, like, the heart of the monster. You can see how it looks from all the way over here. It really does look like a monster with, like, some giant legs are just, like, you know, just looking this way. Or maybe it kind of looks like a turtle, to be honest. But, you know, it's my monster. I'm not the best at building things, okay? You know, just deal with it. So this is the, inside. Those little quartz blocks, those are what holds the dragon egg. The dragon egg is in the middle of those, and this is essentially like the brain of the monster that's invaded this tower thing. You can see like the little innards all like dripping down, and they're connected to where like the legs are, right? It's one leg there, over there, and over there. And they kind of like go up and they're all like morphed. And I actually think I'm going to use some cobblestone as the flooring because there's a lot of crimson planks in here. There's a lot of cherry and it just wouldn't really fit as the floor. So might as well just use some cobblestone. There we go. This tower monster thing is now complete. All I gotta do is add the path all the way up here. I gotta figure out a way to get up this mountain. Like, maybe some stairs. But yeah, I'm just gonna basically finish the pathway now, going all the way up to there. And then, the thing I want to do after that is start to populate the water over here. Because you see this giant open area in front of my base, and there's really nothing here. And I feel like not having anything here just really doesn't make my base look like it's actually lived in. I think having some boats in here would be really great, like some small ones. And you know, I am not very good at building boats, if you saw my last two videos. So, essentially, I'm going to go on Google and search up some very small, good cherry wood boat designs to put in the water over here. Okay, I finished the path, finally. It took me a little while to get this thing going, because I couldn't figure out exactly how I wanted it to wind down over here. And then I gotta add different stairs going up, and I decided to go with a sort of stairs all over the place approach. You know, something as, like, you know, you're going up and there's kind of, like, old cobblestone stairs that haven't been tended to, so you kind of have to, like, maneuver your way through. And then the path goes all the way up to the entrance of the monster tower thingy. I also did add a bunch more stone buttons along the path, just to give it a little bit more texture. Now I'm going to go to sleep and actually start building some little boats out here in the water. I might add some other things out in the water as well, but I think I'm just going to focus on boats. Here is the boats I ended up adding. So I just went for a simple design. And the person who came up with the design is called Arazia? Arazia? Okay, yeah, thank you very much for this design. But now, since I have 67 levels, I think I'm actually going to go and enchant a bunch of stuff. I do want a god sword that's not this abomination. So, I'm going to keep enchanting until I get a really good sword. I also want better leggings, because these are only on breaking 3, so hopefully something different. As well as enchant my fishing rod, and maybe a book. Alright, we get protection 3 on the leggings. That's pretty good. Protection 3 on breaking 3. Okay, I'll put those on for a sword. Knockback 2. That's not great. Okay. Alright, I'm going to use this. Make it sharpness 1, and then I'm going to disenchant it, and then go again. We have sweeping edge 2. Oh, wait, I gotta get rid of the torches first. Okay, sweeping edge 3. We're gonna go for it. What does it give me? Sweeping edge 3, knockback 2. Okay, well, disenchanting again. Alright, this one gives me... Why am I keep getting knockback? I don't want knockback. Stop giving me knockback. Okay, this is unbreaking. It's just unbreaking 3. Why? I got knockback again! What is with this knockback? Oh my god. And it's a looting 3 sword. I already have a looting 3. We're disenchanting it. And the last enchantment, smite 4. Oh my god. And I need more lapis. Alright, let's try this again. Bane of arthropods. That's terrible. Unbreaking 3. Come on. There we go. That's what I was talking about. Alright, I combine that with my looting 2 sword. Hopefully I can get a looting 3 either on like a book or whatever, and I can add it to this sword. But for now, at least I got a better sword than this one, except for the looting. I'm just gonna keep this sword for now. I guess I'll keep this sword at, like, the zombie grinder. I'll just keep it there permanently because it has looting 3. And then this sword I'll just carry with me because it's the better sword. I'm also going to repair my pickaxe here and put the efficiency 4 book that I have on this to make it efficiency 5. And then 3 diamonds should be enough to get it right back to full. I actually don't really need to waste an extra diamond on that. So 2 diamonds should be good enough. And I did completely forget about the fishing rod. So I'm going to go get some more levels. And then I'm going to enchant this fishing rod. I am back with 30 levels. Let's see what we can get in this fishing rod. Luck of the Seas 2. I mean, not super amazing. I'd rather have Luck of the Seas 3. But we're going to go for it. Okay. Alright. It's not the best I could possibly get, but it's not bad. Lure 2, Unbreaking 3, Luck of the Seas 2, I will take it. Now, what I really want to do is go around and just add a little bit of detail. You know, like I have made this little pond here, maybe add more of these, some benches with some campfires, just something to make it look a little bit more cozy. Because I have a lot of open areas, especially up here, that I'm just not using, and I might as well fill them in with something. Maybe some areas over there as well. I can put, like, campfires. Because I think everything over here has a lot of detail, but places where I've cleared out a whole ton of trees to make these areas just really look barren. I have added all the finishing touches to this world. I'm about to show you exactly what I added, but as you can see, it is now day 99, and unfortunately, it is raining on the last day here. But as you can see, I added a whole bunch of places with campfires and benches. If we go over here, I added some different places with water and some more benches and campfires. You can also see a whole bunch over there. I also did spend a while going all the way over there. I think you can see some of the trees that haven't fully decayed yet, but I was mining a whole ton of wood just in case we end up doing 200 days on this world. I have some ideas for things to build, especially over in that area and maybe in the water. But overall, I have to say I'm proud of this world. I'm not a master builder or anything like that, so I think the builds that I came up with were actually, like, pretty good, at least for me. Of course, if you're probably some master builder, you're looking at these things and you're like, oh, these probably aren't that great. Also, you can see I did add some armor trims. And the reason why I added a whole bunch of armor trims is because I had them and I thought redstone looked cool. So, yeah, red and blue armor. And just like that, the journey is over. The sun is setting. Now it's time to make it day 100. There we go. 100 days survived in this world. Again, please be sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to see 200 days, leave a comment and tell me what you'd like to see in the 200 days. Anything you want me to build, anything you want me to explore, anything you want me to do. Please comment that down below.